Imagine spending years behind prison walls. Every door is locked, every move is watched, every escape route seems impossible. Now imagine a prisoner escaping by hiding inside a wooden box. It sounds like something from a movie, but it actually happened, and the man behind it was Richard Lee McNair. This is the unbelievable story of how he escaped prison again and again, and how his search for freedom finally came to an end. Richard Lee McNair was born in Oklahoma. As a young man, he seemed normal. But in 1987, his life changed forever. McNair and two other men robbed a grain elevator. During the robbery, a man named Jerome Thies was killed. The crime shocked the community. Soon after, McNair was arrested. He was sentenced to life in prison. Most people thought that would be the end of his story. They were wrong. Not long after his arrest, McNair made his first escape attempt. While being held in jail, he somehow slipped out of his handcuffs. He attacked the officers guarding him and ran away. For a short time, he was free, but police quickly caught him. He was sent back into custody. Most prisoners would have given up. McNair didn't. Years later, while serving his sentence, he came up with another plan. He worked in a prison workshop where wooden boxes were prepared for shipping. Every day, trucks came and went out. McNair observed and watched closely. Then one day he put his plan into action. He climbed inside one of the wooden boxes. The box was loaded onto a truck. It passed through prison security, and nobody noticed he was inside. Just like that, he was outside the prison walls, free again. When then prison officers realized he was gone, panic spread. How could a prisoner escape in a wooden box? It seemed impossible, but Richard McNair had done it. Police launched a huge search. They looked everywhere. For a while, McNair stayed ahead of them, but eventually he was found and brought back to prison. Once again, his freedom was over, but he still wasn't finished making escape plans. In 2006, McNair escaped for a third time. This would become his most famous escape. He was working in a prison warehouse. One day he hid himself in a large mailbag. The bag was moved outside the secure area. Once he was out, he cut his way free and ran. By the time prison staff noticed he was missing, he was already gone. Again, this time he stayed free much longer. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, months turned into nearly 2 years. He moved from place to place. He changed his appearance. He tried to live like an ordinary person. Meanwhile, police were still searching for him. His face was on wanted posters. His name was known across the country. Yet somehow, he stayed hidden. One day, something incredible happened. A police officer stopped him. The officer had no idea who he really was. McNair stayed calm. He answered questions. He acted like an ordinary man. After a few minutes, the officer let him go. McNair walked away. Many people later watched the recording of that encounter. They couldn't believe it. One of America's most wanted fugitives had been stopped by police and allowed to leave. But no one can hide forever. In 2007, authorities received information about his location. Police closed in. This time, there would be no escape. No clever plan. No wooden box. No mailbag. No second chance. Richard Lee McNair was arrested in Canada and returned back to prison. The years on the run were finally over. For the family of Jerome Thies, the man killed during the robbery years earlier, McNair's capture brought some peace. Nothing could undo the pain they had suffered. Nothing could bring their loved one back, but at least the man responsible was no longer running. Justice had finally caught up with him. Today, Richard Lee McNair is remembered as one of the most famous prison escapees in American history. People still talk about his escapes, the wooden box, the mailbag, the close encounter with police, but his story also teaches an important lesson. No matter how smart you are, no matter how many times you escape, no matter how far you run, sooner or later, the truth will catch up with you, and when it does, there will be nowhere left to hide.